Hey there, morning. Welcome to Guided Angel. So before I started today, I decided to clear the air, clear the energy with some sage, and then I did a little meditation. And what came out in the meditation was, first of all, the colour yellow. And when I looked up the different meanings, I got light and illumination, consciousness, clarity, insight, mental awakening, truth, optimism, I see, logic, curiosity, learning, mental agility, and solar plexus. The solar plexus is personal power, self-worth, identity. It's also divine wisdom and higher knowledge. Then a phrase came to my mind. I don't know the Bible. I haven't read the Bible. And the phrase is, "And ye shall carry rocks, and ye shall set them down." So I researched this, and apparently there is a passage in the book of Ecclesiastes 3:5 that says there is a time to gather stones together and a time to cast away stones. Basically, this is, carrying stones. It's you're not denying the rocks, but there's a time, you're carrying kind of self-judgment. And there's a time when their lesson is complete and you can set these rocks down. It's building character through hardship. It's creating something stable from difficulty. But ultimately, I think it's showing yourself mercy. Because when you're carrying all that self-judgment, you're carrying guilt, regret, responsibility, pain, duty. And once the lesson is learned, set them down. Set those rocks down. We also have divine justice with the angel Yael. Yael is here to help us decide on a new path. And divine justice is, beyond human law. It restores balance, truth, moral alignment. It's cosmic law. And a sentence that really stood out to me was, "No harm or goodness is ever truly lost." And I feel as though this message is for somebody who has been carrying these rocks. And I think the message is, because the lesson has been learned, and now it's time to set those rocks down and understand that no harm or goodness is ever truly lost. And whatever caused harm, because we're all human and we do cause harm, not intentionally, always, and I'm not talking about that kind of harm, the type of harm that causes hurt intentionally. I'm talking about mistakes that we make, mistakes that we regret, mistakes that we carry, mistakes that we feel we can't let go of them because we feel so heavy and so burdened by guilt and regret and responsibility. And anyway, let's get some more messages, see what comes out in the cards today. I'm just going to have a quick look at Work Your Light, Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. Let's see what comes out here. Trust your path. My goodness. And we have Yael, the angel, 22, to help you decide on a new path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, let's jump into the tarot. Let's see what's going to come out. Guided messages, please, for those who need them today. Okay, we have a King of Wands. Tell me more, please. Angels, guides, spirits, higher beings. Messages for our higher good, please. We've got the Four of Coins. Four of Coins. So we've got a King of Wands, a Four of Coins, and the Eight of Wands. What comes to mind first is basically a King of Wands holding on to something and ready to take action on something. Let's get some more clarity. Tell me more about the King of Wands, please. A Queen of Swords. So we've now got a Queen of Swords and a King of Wands. I'm going to take those as our two main characters. Queen of Swords and King of Wands. We've got the King of Wands holding on to something and wanting to take action, protecting something. I'd say he's holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. Now we've got a Queen of Swords. She is in a prison of her own making. Eight of Swords. Uncontrolled thoughts, fruitless overthinking. I'm wondering if the person carrying the rocks is the Queen of Swords. And then we've got seeing things from a new perspective, which would make sense with the yellow, the light, the illumination. Tell me, what's the mutual energy, please, between the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands? Actually, in this imagery, they're both looking at each other. However, I get the feeling that there's still some defensive energy. Her object between him and her is the sword, and his object between her and him is the wand. Maybe he's a more of an action person and she's more communicative, thinking, communicative. He could be more grounded, more physical in that sense. Maybe he relates more to earthy ideas. Mutual energy is the 10 of Wands. So they both want to drop a heavy burden. So maybe they're both carrying stones. We've got burden, responsibility, stress, blockages, lost faith, frustration, excessive pressure. Okay. What does the King of Wands want, please? What does the King of Wands want in this connection? What does the King of Wands want, please, in this connection? We've got Leo energy. We've got Six of Wands. My goodness, all of the wands with the King of Wands. It's unbelievable. Apart from the Four of Coins. Progress. Confidence. Triumph. They want success. What is success for the King of Wands? What does success mean for the King of Wands? Justice. That's interesting. Libra energy. And the Queen of Swords is air energy. I'm not quite sure if she's any particular sign. But then this could mean progress towards her. Or it could just mean progress towards justice. Maybe he feels that something wasn't just. What does the Queen of Wands want in this situation, please? Giving, receiving, fairness, justice. They both want justice. They both want balance. They both want to drop a heavy burden. Wow. It's a mirror, isn't it? They're mirroring each other. What's in the outcome, please, for this connection? What's in the near future energy, please? The mutual. Let's get something. Let's clarify the future energy. So we've currently got the Ten of Wands as the current mutual energy. What's the energy moving forward in this connection? What's the possible future energy? Judgment. Awakening. Self-assessment. Atoning. This would be setting the rocks down. How interesting. Setting the rocks down. Tell me about the energy moving forward. Outcome, please, in this connection. Anxiety, worrying, anguish, hopelessness, imprisonment, victimization, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So this will definitely, by setting these rocks down, this will free them both and lead to a new path of growth and opportunity. Whether that will be together or separately cannot be known. But there's definitely a setting down of whatever burden they are currently carrying. Can I have a little bit more clarity, please, on the way forward? The way forward from this new path. Tell me, please tell me, what's the future energy for the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords? Oh, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, root, security, fruition, wisdom from all stages of life. Seven of Pentacles. My God, there's so many pentacles coming from this. So, progress, necessity, reflection, remembering. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Focusing home, family, success, abundance. But then we have the Seven of Cups. Choices. Choices. Tell me about choices here. Chapter. The world. Closing out and moving into individual energy. Or trying one more time. Yeah, I feel like once these two set these stones down and they are able to move forward on a new path, then perhaps the question will be, should we move forward on this path together, or should we build our pentacles separately? and that will remain to be seen. I hope this helped. I'm going to leave it in your hands as always. Please never make it fit if it doesn't resonate. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.